Hey, howdy, hey, campers. How's it going? I am Ill-Fitting Trousers, and today we're going to be talking about something very uncomfortable and but also very interesting to look at from just an in-depth perspective. So, if you haven't heard, Activision is going through a lot of lawsuits, and there's claims towards them. Some things are coming out to be true. Some things are and it makes you question a lot about what's going on over there. Um, so I wanted to do, originally when I was writing everything, I was gonna do an update video on just the stuff I know, the stuff I've heard. But while putting this video together, I stumbled across these two letters from J. Allen Brack and Fran Townsend. J. Allen Brack was at the time the president who wrote the letter. As of today, he's not anymore. And Fran Townsend, in her letter, she stated she was an executive sponsor of the ABK Employee Women's Network and chief compliance officer. Okay, so the very big roles, very big leadership roles in Activision, as I believe we can all agree. Okay, I'm going to start with the president's letter. The president's one kind of pisses me off, but not as much as the one Fran did. So the president's letter reads, "Hello, Blizzard. I personally have a lot of emotions coming out of yesterday, and I know you do too. The allegations and the hurt of the current and former employees are extremely troubling." Yes, the allegations and the hurt of the former employees are very troubling. No, no omission to guilt, no omission to anything, not an apology for what's going on. It's just troubling to hear as the president. That's fair. Alright, back to the letter. "I know many of you would like to receive more clarity. While I cannot comment on the specifics of the case as it's an open investigation, what I can say is that the behavior detailed in the allegations is completely unacceptable." So, this is fucking just perfect. So, basically, I understand. He goes, "I can't talk about it because it's an open investigation, and you're not really allowed to talk about, like, certain things, and you also probably don't want to admit guilt while an investigation's going." But the part that gets me here, like, even not from, like, a business perspective, is, like, what I can say is that the behavior detailed in the allegations is completely unacceptable. That just, not only is it sound like an admission that, like, yeah, this stuff's happening, it's like, this stuff's happening and it's all your fault. That's exactly how that reads. And I'm not, like, maybe I am kind of reading, well, no, I'm not. I'm not reading it, like, accusatory. That's just how it comes off to me. And I know it came off this way to a lot of other employees actually there too. It very much feels like they're being accused of the shitty work environment, and that's all up to the higher ups. They're the ones who let it slide, and then it just keeps going on and on. It goes with saying it is completely unacceptable for anyone in the company to face discrimination or harassment. Yeah, that's true. It goes with saying it is, yeah, that's true for any company. So why is it happening? It goes with saying that everyone should feel safe working here, whether we are on campus, at BlizzCon, or working from home. Yes, that does go with saying. Okay. It goes with saying it takes courage to come forward, and all claims brought to the company are investigated by internal and, when needed, external investigators. We take these claims very seriously. Claims can be made without fear of retaliation, and many times I attend to them personally, along with our leaders. Bullshit. Bullshit. If these claims were being dealt with personally, all of it would not have came out at one time, right? They would have lists of complaints dealt with through HR that they could be like, yeah, they said we handled this, blah, blah, blah. Like, these are the people who came forward. This is what we did. This is how we handled it. And then no more complaints. But they probably have, like, a binder of complaints that was just hidden away. Because all these complaints came out at, like, one time. Everything that was hidden in the, hidden in the dark came to the light. As you can see with, there was a janitor in Activision. I'll put the link in the description. I'll pull up, I think it was IGN that reported on it, that pleaded guilty to putting cameras in the women's bathroom at Activision. Like, this stuff is just, like, coming to light during this court case. Stepping back, when damn it, okay, I just read this line, so I can't read this line without laughing a little bit. So stepping back, when I talked with Bobby about taking this job, one of the first things I mentioned was a revered saint of the Brack household, his own fucking household. So, J. Allen Brack, basically. This dude just pulled a feminist out of his back pocket to be all like, see, we're not sexist over here. I know who Gloria Steinem is. A very famous feminist who I actually didn't know anything about until today, though, to be fair. But, like, okay, let's see what he has to say about Gloria Steinem. Growing up, the value of women as equals. Wait, holy shit, I just realized. He just says the word Gloria Steinem, or just the name Gloria Steinem. Or, Steinem? Steinem? I think I've been saying it wrong. And that's it. It's not a quote from her. It's not anything. It's just, it's just the one sentence. When I applied for this job, or when I was talked to about taking this job, I mentioned Gloria Steinem. That's it. That's all he has to say about Gloria Steinem. Fuck you, Jay. Fuck you, J. Allen Brack. You're such a feminist, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god, this is why I said, like, this video might have to be a few fucking parts. Growing up, the value of women as equals, understanding the work that had been done for equal treatment, and the fact that there was still much to do were common themes. This is just one of the reasons why the fight for equality is incredibly important to me. Yeah, obviously. People with different backgrounds, views, and experiences are essential for Blizzard, our teams, and our player community. I disdain bro culture and have spent my career fighting against it. What have you done? What have you done? You mentioned Gloria Steinem and that's your whole career? Like, what have you done? Obviously not. Look what's going on in the company you're running, and you You really feel like you can say that? Your entire career was spent fighting for equal rights for women. What a fucking, what a douchebag. Oh my god. Oh. Deteriorating on our culture with the same intensity that we bring to our games is imperative, with our values acting as our North Star. With our values acting as our North Star. I'm going to repeat that one more time for the people in back. With our values acting as our North Star. Look what's going on in your company because of your values, and that's what you were using to direct you. Holy shit. You are a sinking ship at this point, and like, I'm so scared you're not savable. Oh my god. This is some of the most important work we do, both as professionals and human beings. Yes. Yes, obviously. If we disdain bro culture, that's the most important work we can do. Just disdain it, though. A company is more than a legal construct that exists as a piece of paper in a filing cabinet in Delaware. The people that work at the company make it what it is. Through their actions and creations. Each of us plays a role in maintaining a place of safety for one another. And it is also up to each of us to continue to craft the blizzard we want. To continue? You're not crafting the company you want already. That's what the lawsuit's about. Continuing is not a good idea. Restarting's a good idea. But continue. Okay. And commit to doing our part in keeping Blizzard great. But always aspiring for more. Look, I'm not even gonna mention Blizzard games right now. But holy shit, dude. You really think like continuing your course of action is the best way to keep your company the way it is, not dealing with these right away? Because you're not J. Allen Brack. You aren't doing that. This next paragraph gets me on his letter quite a bit. The leadership team and I will be meeting with many of you to answer questions and discuss how we can move forward. In the meantime, I want you to know that you can talk to any manager or HR partner, any member of the legal team, or any one of the executive team, including Hey Jay, which I think is him. I don't really get that part. I've read it like 4 times, and I was like, it has to be him. If you feel more comfortable talking to someone outside of Blizzard, which I would encourage, at this point, guys, like, if you're in, like, if for some reason you work at this company and you haven't wised up and quit because your life, like, you don't, like, I don't know why you haven't yet, but, I really encourage you to actually do the thing and not talk to someone inside Blizzard and remain anonymous. Because it really doesn't seem like the people who are going outspoken are like, they seem to be getting shit on the most, and I feel bad for them. Because, like, they have every right to come forward about this shit going on. But, like, if you want to keep working there and you want things to change, I would go outside of Blizzard and do this. I think that you're gonna get change, and somewhat, obviously, like, when you're getting to these parts here, like, talk to any manager, like, the managers are the ones who were supposed to keep it from getting this way. I can't imagine talking to a manager is gonna do any good. I also would like to point out that, like, Jay was the one who wrote this letter, and then a week later he fucking quit. Like, Jay didn't care. Jay sounds like he fucking has something to hide. Like, someone had some dirt on him or something. Like, if he spent his whole career, this dude literally states he spent his whole career fighting this change, and then when the biggest fight of his probably career pops up, he's like, I'm out. I'm just gonna head out. Jay's a fucking prick. I feel angry, sad, and a host of other emotions, but I also feel grateful to work alongside a set of leaders who let the situation get out of hand, including you, Jay, and thousands of employees who join me in their commitment to continuous improvement. Thank you, Blizzard. That's what Jay had to say on the matter. And fucking, I don't know, what a prick. I'm so happy you guys don't have to work for him anymore. I applaud you guys who have stayed. Especially because a lot of you are there because you have a love for video game. I can't imagine anyone who works at a video game company fucking hates everything to do about video games, you know? And, like, you shouldn't have to deal with the harassment and the hate and the cameras in the fucking bathrooms. Like, you shouldn't have to deal with that stuff. And I'm sorry, and I am rooting for you guys. I'm rooting for you Blizzard employees who have... Obviously, some of the employees probably were also part of the harassment thing, but to the hopefully many of you that weren't, and who stepped up and had to say whether it was anonymously or not, good for you. Good for you. Fighting for change is never easy, but it is always the right thing to do, especially when it's something like this. So, again, I applaud you, Blizzard employees. Can we get Jays edited in for me? Well, not for me, but for the Blizzard employees. That was a note for me. I'll probably edit this out too. But yeah, so good job. I'm gonna step over to our other letter we have here, because God, it's a joke too. This letter comes from Fran Townsend. As I said earlier, Fran Townsend, as stated in this letter, is an executive sponsor of the ABK, Employees Women's Network, and the chief compliance officer. I don't know if these letters actually came out at the same time, but the tweet I found both these letters for, they came out July 23rd, and I can't imagine any employee didn't just go, fuck you guys, and send them out to the public. Because this letter pisses me off the most, and everyone who had a problem with the letter, like the first letter, especially, I feel like coming from the person who's, like, in a role where, like, she can be empowering women, she turned out to be, just sounds like in it for the money and, like, fuck everyone else. So I'm gonna start, like, this one doesn't even start nicely, because I think, yeah, the first letter starts, hello, Blizzard. Fran's letter has a whole different tone, just from the first freaking, like, one felt accusatory, this one feels aggressively accusatory. Starting with everyone. Everyone. As the executive sponsor of the AMK, Employees Women's Network, and our chief compliance officer. So I would like to point out the ABK Employees Women Network is it stands for Activision Blizzard King Employees Women Network, which basically, I looked it up, it basically, like, gets scholarships for women who want to, like, enter the field of video games through Activision. Um, so, which is funny to me, cause in my head, this is like the least a company can do to get like equality in a field that it sucks, but video games is more of a man community in a sense. Even though there are a ton of women gamers, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying like it do be like that though. Um and not in a good way. Just like, like I think it's cool that they have these programs that help level the playing fields in those, um and good for them for having this program, but you have your executive sponsor using it as like an excuse already. First sentence as like, see, I'm not part of this, but you're also a higher up and in the role where you should be fighting for them, but instead you use it as an excuse. So whatever. I wanted to reach out to you. I know this has been difficult for many of us. A recent filed lawsuit presented a distorted and untrue picture of our company. So how I read this and like why I was reading it the first time through, it made me think of that scene from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets where Ron gets his howler in front of everyone, like, how dare you steal that car? Your father and I are absolutely disgusted. Your father's facing an inquiry at work, and it's entirely your fault. It really feels, this is like literally not like, it's so pointing the finger at the employees. You guys like painted a bad picture of our company, including, let's get back to the letter here. I'm gonna restart that sentence. Just a recent filed lawsuit presented a distorted and untrue picture of our company, including factually incorrect, old, and out of context stories, some from more than a decade ago. Who the fuck cares? When it happened, it happened. It happened and nothing got done, obviously. Right? I get what you're saying. Maybe some of the court stories were out of context. But also, like, what parts were out of context, right? That doesn't mean anything. They're old. Oh, some of these are old stories. You state that they're old twice. How old is old, first of all? 2 seconds could be 2 seconds old. Right? So, like, what's your definition of old there? Some were more than a decade ago. They still happened. Some people, guess what? People who work there are in it for a career, not for just a job, for careers. Now, I don't know about many of you guys, but if you have a career, you're going to be in there more than 10 years too, right? So I also believe that a lot of those stories from a decade ago are from people who worked there a decade ago and they never got dealt with. And incorrect, factually incorrect. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so like, basically, you guys were wrong, you're liars, you're stupid, I hate you, give me $200. The Activision companies of today, compared to less than 10 years ago. The Activision companies of today, the Activision companies I know, are great companies with good values. When I joined the executive leadership team, I was certain that I was joining a company where I would be valued, treated with respect, and provided opportunities equal to those afforded to the men of the company. For me, this has been true during my time. What? Wait, what? What? When you became an executive leader, you didn't get put through harassment? Like, no one sexually harassed you? Is that because you could have fired them on the fucking spot? But instead, you didn't fire the people who were doing it to your employees. It just didn't happen to you. Wow. What an interesting concept, guys. Guys, it's okay because this stuff doesn't happen to the employee or the leaders. It only happens to the employees. Let's just throw that fucking case out. As a leader, I am committed to making sure that the experience I have is the same as the rest of the organization. We may have a leadership team that is committed to these principles in every way. Oh no, wait, sorry. Not we may have. Sorry. We have a leadership that is committed to these principles in every way. Yes, yeah, you're committed to these principles in every way. What was this article I was reading today or 2 days ago? It was, oh yeah, Activision Blizzard's Fran Townsend is blocking employees on Twitter who are coming up to her and explaining what's going on in the company through Twitter. And she's just blocking them. Yeah, but they're committed. They're committed in every way except Twitter. But that doesn't count. I am proud to be a part of a company that takes a hardline approach to inappropriate and hostile work environments and sexual harassment issues. Then why are you mad that people are coming forward when nothing's being done? Right? If you want that hardline approach, you gotta actually do the hard fucking part of it. You gotta draw that fucking line. You're the leader. You draw that fucking line. I'm gonna cuss a lot. And I am sorry. But holy crap. A hardline approach to inappropriate or hostile work environments and sexual harassment issues. So all those things have come out. Because employees are like, they're not handling these situations. Our Speak Up campaign reinforces our zero tolerance for retaliation against those who speak up. I know she said that, but if you have the option to be anonymous and you want to keep your job for some reason, even though I think there are lots of other companies who would value you way more than Activision would ever. And I also want to say there are also companies who will treat you like shit too. But yeah, if you want to be valued, this isn't a company that's going to do it, and I really hope you guys find a job that will. The ones leaving or the ones who are getting fired or the ones who are getting fired incorrectly. The ones who are also creating this environment, like, fuck you shouldn't be around people. Yeah, so I encourage you, though, if you for some reason want to keep that job anonymously. I don't trust fucking Fran. I already don't believe half the shit she said, and we're not even halfway through the article or her letter. We've made significant investments to foster inclusive behavior and reflect greater diversity within our leadership teams, including investing in and strengthening the DEI employee networks, creating global networks to bring together the efforts in all of our business units and the introduction of executive sponsors. Oh, see, so wait, what's the executive sponsors, right? They've introduced that, and here you go, your executive sponsor. Man, she's like, she's defending executive sponsors as a fucking executive sponsor who wrote this fucking letter that is so fucking rude. It's so rude. It's so disrespectful to the people in the company. And then, yeah, she's introducing learning and development programs, including inclusive hiring training. So basically, again, the program she's an executive sponsor for is about being a training thing, a hiring training, which is what the ABK Employees Women Network is. So basically, so far, everything I've done is inclusive. Amplifying internal programs such as Way to Play Heroes and recruiting the Speak Up campaign. Introducing an employee relations team dedicated to investigating employee concerns. So, like, what, an HR department? You just hired another HR department and called it something else. And your first one didn't work. Continuing to require all employees to take the equality and diversity training, including anti-harassment training, and have done so for many years. Okay. I would like to point out that all of these things, almost all of these things, I would say, like, some of them I don't know what they are to really speak for it, and some of them are just her defending her job, though, too. But all of these things were required of me to work at Taco Bell. Like, it required of me to work at Taco Bell, required me to work at my current job, required of me to work at Roundtable, required of me to be in fucking society. These are required at every job, and you're using them as a bragging right and like, see, we're doing the right thing here, except handling the problems. No one's saying you aren't giving the right training out. You aren't doing the right thing. You're not taking care of the situation. That's the problem. And guess what you don't have in there? That we are taking care of the situation. You're introducing teams that are supposed to take care of the situations, but you already had those teams. You, the leader. We put tremendous effort into creating fair compensation policies to reflect our commitment to equal opportunity. We review compensation regularly and feel confident that we pay all employees fairly for equal and substantial similar work. We take proactive steps to ensure that pay and advancement are driven by merit. We reward performance, and we conduct extensive anti-discrimination trainings, including for those who are part of the compensation process. So are you guys also putting cameras in the men's bathroom? I'm confused. Like, if you're not putting cameras in the men's bathroom, that's not equal. That's fair. We work at a company that truly values equality and fairness. No, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't. And none of your games do either. You know how many times I've been called a pussy, a bitch, like every fucking word in the book. In your Call of Duty lobbies, and you're gonna tell me? Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I know Call of Duty's that way, but like, what about your company? Like, if your company's any fucking reflection of one of your games, it's your Call of Duty fucking lobbies. Holy shit. You are disgusting. Rest assured, that leadership is committed to continuing to maintain a safe, fair, and inclusive workplace. We cannot let egregious actions of others and a truly meritless and irresponsible lawsuit damage our culture of respect and equality opportunity for all employees. Fuck you, Fran. Fuck you. Oh my god. You literally just said, like, we value all your concerns. And then they're all like, well, so basically, this lawsuit, though, is because you're not valuing all their concerns. And then you're like, we do value all your concerns. And then all their concerns are in this lawsuit, and you go like, oh, it's irresponsible and meritless. Which means, like, fuck your lawsuit, basically. Damage our culture of respect and equality, our equal opportunity for all employees. Oh my god. Fuck you, Fran. You're an awful person. We aspire in our company to do great things in our games, in our impact on society, and in our work environment. We continue. What? What impact? Okay, like I'm literally asking because I don't want to look it up. I'm already pissed off enough with this company. In 2 letters, mind you. What have they impacted? How have they impacted society? I mean, please tell me. We continue to hold firm to our principles and invest, as we have in the past, the resources to ensure quality opportunities for all employees. We remain committed to leadership, to a leadership team to do what's right, Brad. Basically, this letter is, fuck you, team. I don't want to lose my job. Fuck you, Fred. Like, please don't get me fired. Fuck you guys, please don't get me fired. Oh my god. Fran, you terrible human being. You terrible human being. Holy shit. So if you guys haven't read that letter, what the fuck? I don't know. This is the person who's like supposed to be like fighting for the women that she's hiring too. And like she's just like, no, you guys are all wrong. That's not how that works. Oh, wait, my screen was off a little bit. That's gross. Anyway, guys, I do want to know what you think. Because let me know. I know I mean I'm so pissed off, obviously, and I hope you guys are too. Down with the system, man. You know. But also, like, these people, these are humans that they're doing this shit to. And for the person who's supposed to be fighting for him the most, the president, Fran, Fran, she basically just said, you guys are all wrong. And then the president went like, you know, like half-assed wrote a letter and then noped out of there hella fast. I don't know, guys. Those are just my 2 cents on this whole case, and yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. But if you guys sat through here the whole time, awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you a hell lot. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. I will probably be talking about Activision because I want a conclusion to pop up soon with them. I want them to get sued so hard. And I am rooting for that. Go Activision team, accept your leadership in those assholes who were probably just taking advantage of all this situation. But anyway, guys, I need to wrap this up, start editing so I can go to bed. I hope you all have an amazing night. And I will see you next time. Bye.